you doing, Miranda?
Hi, good, Gail. How are you?
I'm really good.
Good.
I see we have an array of Panarellos, the Saeco Panarellos.
Yes, I went digging around our parts department, and there's so many different kinds of Panarellos that we carry. A lot of them are interchangeable on different machines, so I wanted to clarify what's the lowdown.
Yeah, because we have a lot of questions on this. What Panarello on your webpage fits my machine?
Right.
So, really, this is the older generation of Panarello, this style. And this is this taken apart.
Right.
It's the same thing, only it's black instead of stainless. This is the nicest one. So what happens with these is, I've heard, they lose one of these two little pieces,
right?
Or the whole assembly goes down the garbage disposal.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Or if you have this all put together and it's blowing off of your steam arm, it won't stay on. That means you're missing one of these parts.
Right, exactly. Rolled under the fridge. Or...
Yep. So the big one goes in first.
Yep.
And then the little one goes in, and this is a harder one, goes in on the top.
Right.
And make sure you have that sequence. And then you screw this on here part way.
Yep.
Put it on here.
Yep.
And screw it on the rest of the way.
Essentially, it's like a compression fitting. It just squeezes together.
It squeezes that rubber one in there and mushes out and makes it hold on. So if you lose a piece, it's not going to squeeze, it's not going to hold on.
Exactly.
So this goes on there, boom.
And away you go.
So that is just the basics of why yours might not be working right.
Right. Why you might need a replacement. And then there's the other version, kind of the newer ones, the ones that come on the super automatics.
Yes.
But they also fit the Via Venezia, the Aroma.
Yep.
So it's really nice to have that flexibility.
Yep.
But they're very easy because there's just a rubber grip part, there's the sleeve, and then the pokey part that all does your steaming.
And the same with this.
Yes.
The only difference with this is, if you'll see that little pinhole right there, you got to keep that free of any milk residuals, because that's where the air goes in. And on the black one, there's a groove.
Just a little notch here, right?
Yeah, where the air goes in. So it's not quite as finicky.
Yes.
And the same on this. Little air hole right there. Keep that free. The other thing that you got to bear in mind too is this little tip has to be out about 1/4 of an inch on any. These push back in.
Yeah.
Same
Very
on this.
nicely, actually. Pretty easily.
Yeah.
So the further out it is, the more frothing you kind of get. And the closer to flush it is, the more straight steaming you get.
Yeah, you won't get foam that way.
Which can be really irritating.
Well, people will say, why am I not getting any foam? And I'll say, send me a picture of your Panarello. Yep, push that thing out. Stick a pen down in there and give it out so it's about 1/4 of an inch.
And if you keep them nice and clean, it should push out much easier with like your finger. But if it's really stiff, a pen cap usually
It's hard to get your finger inside one of these. So these with this size hole, and that would apply to this one here as well.
Right.
These, anyone, whether it's black or stainless or whatever, with that size hole, they're going to fit all of the machines, with the Talea being the exception.
Right.
That's the only one that's different. And
The Talea uses a slightly larger hole. So the part that's coming off the machine is a larger diameter, and that's why it needs a different finger grip as well.
Exactly. So the Talea is a discontinued model. You know, one of these days this will probably go away at some point, but this is the current. And these just, like this one, just whoop, 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 whoop. My desk is out of level. Slides on, you feel it click, and it clicks onto that notch right there.
Yeah.
And then you stick this on, and that's it.
And these newer versions, I think, are really nice because you don't have the capacity to lose them down the garbage disposal when you clean them and take them all apart. But it isn't quite as nice looking as this all silver piece.
If you lose this down the garbage disposal, well, shame on you.
You got bigger problems.
Yeah, right. You didn't just lose a little piece. Well, thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you guys, if you check out our webpage, because under the description of each one of these, it tells you what it fits.
Right, exactly. But it's essentially all of Saeco's super automatics, save the Talea. The Talea needs that larger hole.
Yep. Other than that, they all fit.
Yeah, and then they will also fit, in addition, the Aroma, the Bohemia, and the Via Venezia. They're semi-autos. So. Cool. Thanks, Gail.
Thanks a lot.